Hello, folks. Welcome to Stout Sunday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Stout Reviews. Beverage Ramble is over there in Georgia with Beverage Ramble, and the Whisky Scout is down there, but he's really out there in Kansas. And so, and in his reference point, we're over there. We're over here. He's out there. We're over here. Okay, so we have
porters and hinterlands.
Yeah. Porters and stout porters. So we're going to look at put it in the banners. Now I have North Coast Old Rasputin,
an oldie but goodie.
Yeah, and this one was a little too expensive. It wasn't too goody on the price, but anyway, I bought it. Yeah, usually it's a good price, but no more. All right, North Coast Brewing, California. 9%. Okay, so let me put that in the banners. Old Rasputin, 9%. And then I'll save that. Now, I'll crack it open and pour it, and then we'll go on to this thing cost me $3, and I think it was $3.48 after tax for one bottle.
Yeah, usually about $2.99. Some places, I think I saw this over here, local Vine here. Well, $3.49, I think, for the bottle, but that's a little steep.
I remember it used to be $1.99 to $2.25, but I guess that was a while ago. Okay, so that's what I have. Like you said, an oldie but a goodie, and I got some other oldies and goodies for upcoming Stout Sunday, like Stockyard. I was out in the Stockyard.
All right. Hello, everybody. How are you? I have today from Whole Hog the hazelnut brownie porter. Is Imperial chocolate. It was too long of a name. Hazelnut brownie, Imperial chocolate, hazelnut porter. Whew, that's a long name. But anyway, from Whole Hog Brewery based out of Stevens Point, Wisconsin. I uploaded that review I did yesterday, uploaded it this morning. So now 9.2% ABV.
Okay. And Whole Hog is the craft brewery division of Stevens Point Brewery.
Correct. So
they make a pumpkin series also.
Pumpkin ale. The pumpkin ale is very one of their popular beers. Yes. All right.
Now
I'm looking. I have had this beer before, but apparently I did not do one for Stout Sunday. I was kind of looking to see what my previous score was. I was curious, but presently I have no notes on it. So this is going to be just like from new. John sent this to me.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the date on the can is 11/29 of 20, so it's been around a little bit. I've had it playing around. He sent me two of them. Wild Lake Brew Company, Partners in Cream. I just never drank the second one with cocoa and coconut. I've got 3 stouts in there, but none of them were in the chill in my spare ice box, so none of them were cold. They were all hot, and I wasn't about
What's the ABV on that one?
10% ABV.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
That was a good one. John and I, when before he left, we had stopped over somewhere downtown near one of the craft beer stores. I think it might have been to one of them with him, Jay. Right next door, they had meat and all these different things. They had growlers.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. So got the wild wheat there. He gifted it to me, and I can get it right over here at a couple of local package stores. So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Well, I remember liking it. Because I like coconut for one thing, and I like coconut with my stouts. That's John does too, and so I know he liked it. And he knew I would. And I just thought I had done a video on it, and apparently I never did. But it is Partners in Cream of Coffee Stout. Is an imperial stout with toasted coconut, cacao nibs, and coffee from our friends at Fountain City Coffee in Columbus, Georgia. So, anyway, I look forward to trying it again on here and see what she does. It's pours nice and dark with about a half a finger head. No drops, no drops. It increases to about a finger width there. And you cannot see through it. Hold up to the window light, and there is not even any light dancing around the edges. So, anyway, that's what I'll be having today, fellas.
All right.
That looks like a good one, and I'd like to try it. I'd like to be its partner. Okay, now here is the screen share part. And don't worry, when John and Hilly joins in a few minutes, I'll just add him onto the Hangout, so don't fret, John and Hilly. Don't go. Old Sputin. Now it's sold in pint cans. I have not seen those around.
Neither have I.
In the tradition of 18th century.
Excuse me.
What?
I didn't mean to cough. I coughed. I said it.
Produced in the tradition of 18th century English brewers who supplied the court of Russia's Catherine the Great, the Romanovs. Old Rasputin seems to develop a cult following wherever it goes. It's a rich, intense brew with big, complex flavors and a warming finish. And it helps cure hemophilia. All right. Anyway, well, that's what Rasputin claimed. That's what Rasputin claimed. Old Rasputin is a drawing of Rasputin with a phrase in the Russian encircling it. A sincere friend is not born instantly. Okay, so there's a glass with a thick head of foam. There's the 12-ounce bottle like I have. 9% alcohol, 75 bitterness units. It gets such high scores. 2018 World Beer Championship Chicago gold medal. It's been 4 years now, so it's time for them to get back in the game. These folks don't fool around with their beers. Very big, very complex, and downright kick ass. The brew guide, very eloquent speech. Okay, now, so let me give you my review. It's been about 2 years since I had this, I guess. It's a nice one to revisit. I saw some guy with he's like kind of a beer snob channel. And he was like, yeah, I drink that sometimes when I'm slumming it. And I was thinking, what a pretentious person. Yeah, right. You're really slumming it when you drink an old Rasputin. That was just to let everybody know I only really deal with, $20 bottles. I can't really be dealing with this regular old stuff. But anyway, that's not my style, but however you want to roll the ball, do your own thing. You do you, and I'll do me. Okay. The aroma. Well, get some dark roasted barley malt. I wouldn't say chocolate, just smells like dark bread crust. Like if I go to the German festivals in New Orleans, they have what they call black bread. It's not really black, but the crust is real dark, So cheers to the taste. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
If you don't say cheers in a hangout, you get kicked out and everybody unfriends you and you don't have any friends anymore. All right, now I read about that. All right, anyway, you think the body? See, people think stouts have a real thick body. Like, oh, I'm not going to drink that. You could stand a spoon up in it. Well, that's really a misperception. A lot of them have a rather thin body. This one is an example. The body's just normal, like a regular beer, medium bodied. Is it a heavy beer? No. Now, you're going to find out it's heavy in calories. I mean, in that if you're drinking it all the time, you might notice that your clothes are getting tighter and and whatnot. But it's not an everyday drinker anyway. It's a specialty beer. The finish is semi-dry. Is it super complex? Like, oh, I'm tasting cocoa nibs and cream and milk and chocolate and coffee and hazelnut. No, it's none of those things. It is just dark roasted barley malt, dark bread crust, maybe a little cream. Okay, all right. I'll backtrack a little bit. A little cream. It's just a really good sort of basic product. I guess when it first hit the market, what was it, 1996 or whatever? I think the company started in 88. This was like really flooring people. They were like, oh man, I can't believe it. It's so great. And I would agree that it is still great, but not
for the price.
Well, nothing's great for the price these days. But what I mean is it's not sparkling with 1,000 different attributes. Okay. Some things can be simple and still be in the A range, in A beer. And that's the way I would look at this. A lot of stouts, people will talk about, oh, it has so many complex flavors. That's true, but then they add in peanut butter and they're adding milk or cream and they're adding chocolate and they're adding hazelnut and they're adding mint. Well, yeah, of course it's going to have those, the added flavoring. That's sort of like common sense. But anyway, enough of my going on and on till the break of dawn. Now we're going to go to Jean, which rhymes with dawn.
Hey, good evening. Good morning, everybody. We'll be watching again hazelnut brownie. The light reflecting on this, if you can see the hazelnut brownie from Whole Hog. Their porter, 9.2%. Here it is. As you can see, beer with natural flavor added, according to the website.
Oh.
It's available in 6-pack bottles only. So the IBUs is 14. As I mentioned, 9.4%. So using combination of cluster hops and dark chocolate, which I love, and dark chocolate malts. This is from the Whole Hog, folks. I had it and I was sipping on it. And I said, I bought this down in Mobile last weekend. I was on my trip visiting some old friends and picked this up. It was at Rouse's for $2.99 for the bottle. So little pain there for the size bottle, but oh well, I'll take it. So, but anyway,
not too much pain.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Rouse's I went to was in Saraline. I didn't go to the one I usually, when I lived there, I used to go to the one in Old Shell Road. A little more selection there, but anyway, here it is. Nice, beautiful looking porter, and it looks quite good. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. So this comes in bottles and in a quarter keg barrel. So bottles and a quarter keg barrel, but you have it in a can.
Yes. So
maybe they ought to update. Maybe they should update their website. All right.
Yes. Indeed. So immediately right away, you can get the whiff of that dark chocolate. It is very much there. It says milk chocolate in it, but I'm getting more dark chocolate than anything, than milk. Yeah, I was surprised to see this there this time of year right now. Still summer, figured to be out in the fall, but making me questioning the freshness of the bottle, and I can't see where some of the dates are in this. But in any event, more dark chocolate. There's the hazelnut is there, but I'm more the dark chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate they probably use, as most folks use in brownies, when they're making brownies from scratch. The slight hazelnut is in there. Yeah, I figured they stored it in some barrel, but man, it is very flavorful. You think you're drinking a stout, which is when I said when I was doing the review of this yesterday, which is not, but really nice, just very flavorful. Now I knew there was an imperial porter out there, and I guess I wasn't looking hard enough, but this is something that I can definitely get again. And 9.2% is not that bad, folks. It's not super like 10 or 11%. Then I would really be, doing backflips, which I probably won't make the landing for those backflips, but still doing backflips if it was a higher ABV. So like, hey, this up my alley. Yes.
Yeah, Jean doesn't like y'all. I want the audience to know Jean doesn't like these little measly 9, 10, 11% stouts. He likes stouts with a little
13.
alcohol in them.
Yes, and even the ones that Robert had sent me. Exactly. So,
19.
But
I might encourage that a little.
Yes, but this is really good, guys. Again, as you well know, as I said, this year round, you can have this year round, but again, this is more for as the weather gets a little cooler. This would be perfect for me to sip on in the evenings, of course. Anytime during that time period, fall going into winter. But this is a really superb, and again, it's like a dessert you're drinking here. Man, superb, well done. And as the score I gave on the review, I will give probably the same score on this one. So, well done by Whole Hog, and of course, everybody knows about Whole Hog and their pumpkin ale. I know they do other beers. You go on their website, but those are probably the two that I've seen that I can get not only here, but also if I go back home to Mobile. And I guess you can get Whole Hog pretty easily for you, right, Robert?
Nope, I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. Since it's in
But
Wisconsin.
I haven't been, okay, now take that with a grain of salt. I haven't been beer shopping and in my area. Now up in Kansas City in a couple of months, but in my area it's probably been 6 months. I've been into liquor stores, but it's just to look at the whiskeys. So
okay. Well, pretty good. So I have my score coming up on this Jewel product. Jewel.
Every time I hear about LaGrange George, he's sick because that I was at that liquor store, and I did not buy the Lord Calvert Black, and I had it for $11.99. It was like so stupid of me. Why would I not?
Probably because you didn't want to have nasty tasting whiskey like Lord Calvert.
No,
last time I had Lord Calvert was probably 1989, 1990, and we mixed it real heavy with Coke and whatever else we could find because it wasn't an acceptable.
But this was Lord Calvert Black.
It wouldn't matter. It just wouldn't matter. I didn't have the black. Yeah, we don't want to go down there today. I have my opinions, and they all are.
Here we go,
pretty for some folks.
Here we go. And I was at a liquor, and just to tease you, Robert, just to tease you a little tiny bit. We were at a liquor store yesterday in Kenner, Louisiana, called Star, and that place is awesome. And if you went into Star, you would feel like a star, an all-star.
You tempt me, brother.
But then your bank account would feel like it was empty. All right. That place, I was telling David, my friend David yesterday, I said, this is a great liquor store. It's a great liquor store. He had to admit it was. And they were giving it, Diageo was doing a tasting. And I enjoyed the cucumber jalapeno vodka the most. They had a jalapeno cucumber vodka. And the lady says, oh, I'm looking for the beer on their website, but I got some bad news for you. It's not shown on their website. It's not in their current lineup, so I can't do a screen share because there ain't nothing to share. Okay. But one more thing real fast, then I'll shut up. So the lady was telling us, would you like to try some flavored vodka? We say, yeah. So I tried the jalapeno cucumber, and then another one of them, hazel, the witch hazel, whatever it was. And then she says, this vodka company was started by two women. I said, wow. She said, yeah, but now it's owned by Diageo. I said, okay, that's common. That's common.
I think I've heard of that vodka company before. It seems like I remember some tagline about that.
Okay.
Two women starting.
Yeah, they were doing the tastings yesterday afternoon, and it was fun, and we had a good time yesterday, actually. So anyway, all right, Robert has the floor.
Tastings are always fun. Even I admit that. And even if it ain't whiskey, you're tasting other things. I mean, it's just the way it is. Head is dissipated, but if you spin her, she'll recharge. So that's not a problem. Nose. Oh, and it does have, I was reading on the can. Let me regress just a little bit. This beer contains lactose. So there is lactose thrown in there with the coffee, the cocoa nibs, and the toasted coconut. Now, I do get the coffee. You're getting that pretty much up front. And I get the coconut. The coconut's not a rich coconut. I wouldn't say that, but it permeates through it, but it's not a dominating flavor, obviously.
Yeah.
We get some of the dark.
You mean a dominating aroma?
Yeah, dark roasted malts. I'm having a hard time, and maybe white chocolate. That white chocolate note is more prevalent than like a dark or a milk chocolate. And I'm going to tell you, I get fennel, a little touch of fennel note in here, and I don't know why, because I haven't had nothing with fennel in it for. I ain't had no spaghetti or nothing in at least 2 weeks. So,
well, what is fennel? I don't know what fennel is.
Like sort of like black licorice, only not quite as strong as black licorice. It has that kind of note of it, but it's not as heavy.
Okay. I like black. Oh yeah, I like black licorice.
So and don't think that it's just a hint of it in here. It's not very much.
Yeah, I get you.
And why it's in there, I couldn't tell you. Those are the major noses, major sense I'm getting through my olfactory senses. How about that one? We use fancy words. All right, I got to try it now.
Now, when you say olfactory, you mean a factory that's been open for a long, long time. It's like really old.
You got it.
All right.
Chocolate comes through very well on the palate. The coffee and the chocolate work very good. The coconut's there. It's still in the background. It's there. It's not a bold coconut. It is got that toasted coconut note. So, and I like coconut, and I like it toasted, plain, straight out of the dang coconut shell. I don't care. I love coconut.
Yeah.
And so it's not super bold, though. Like I said, it's just kind of hanging around, but it permeates through the background. You can taste it in all parts of it. But that chocolate coffee play comes in real good. Not overtly bitter, just a touch of bitterness in it. There is a sweetness that comes around to balance it out. The coffee actually starts to taste a little better. I mean, the chocolate becomes more noticeable as we go further into the finish. If you like them little chocolate haystacks, the coconut chocolate haystacks, you're kind of getting that with the coffee kick, but the chocolate is much more bold than the coconut is in this case. It won't be as coconutty as you would if you was getting a normal haystack. If haystacks are chocolate candies with coconut, that's what we call haystacks.
Okay, I never heard of that, but I'm sure I'd like it.
Yeah. My grandmother used to make them every Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Mm.
But the roasted malts are there. You don't lose the beer. It has, it does hang around that roasted malty bitterness that
But
starts it.
It doesn't taste old.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I interrupted. It doesn't taste old.
No, not at all. In fact, it don't. Truthfully, it tastes like it did the first time I had it when he first sent them to me. He sent me 2 of these.
Oh,
and the coconut flavor is very much present in that one too. For sure.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not like I've had some like the coconut macaroons that coconut just is bold. It's one of the dominant flavors. In this case, it's not the super dominant flavor. It's there. It's good, but it kind of melds in with the other flavors a little to the background, but it becomes an accentuating flavor. In other words, you get that beer note, then you rolls into that coffee white chocolate interplay between each other, almost like a mocha in some way. And then it has that coconut that just kind of lingers around, and it stays around. No fennel on the. It's something weird that happened on the nose that I do not get on the palate. That weird fennel note is not here. Nowhere in the palate at all. Mouthfeel, we're talking between medium to medium heavy. It's not super heavy. It's not a super thick beer, but it's not. It's just a little past medium on the mouthfeel. What I call a medium mouthfeel.
High medium.
But yeah, but the shining factor is that chocolate. It stays with you in the palate, and even now, I mean, it just kind of lingers. That's real nice. I like that. It's not some super bitter or super sweet chocolate. It's just kind of a nice lingering chocolate note. Kind of like this. I think I like it better than I did the first time I had it, to tell you the truth.
Well,
don't get none of the 10%. None. I don't notice any alcohol note in this whatsoever. So that's a good thing, as Michael would say.
Yeah.
All right.
Michael always asks, he'll say, do you taste any alcohol?
He does. This one, I can actually say I don't even taste, sometimes you get that like low alcohol note like you get from a 3.2 or 5% beer range. No, I don't get none of that. I just get wonderful sweet chocolate. All the way through
I can't hardly taste alcohol anymore. All right. Now, I'm not saying it as a joke.
That might be, yes, and you're right, and I may be jaded that way as well. I don't notice it like I used to because I drink a lot more higher proof alcohol, but I can see your point.
Yeah, I just don't taste it. All right. By the way, a bunch of Wellers showed up in my town last week. All the different colors, and one of them was what was it? 117 proof. I said, "Woof." But you had to be on a list to get it, and I wasn't on the list. So
yeah, I got some. The 107, the Weller 107.
Yeah, I'm sure as much as I saw that store out today, because they just called the people and said, yeah, you might as well have chocolate milk. They said, your Weller's here, and they ran over there. Oh, let me go run and get my Weller. 5 years ago, it had just been on the shelf. Nobody would have paid any mind to it. Okay.
Yep.
Sonia called me yesterday, and Sonia told me, this is a lady I talk to sometimes. She tells me, I used to buy Blanton's just at the store. It was just on the shelf. I said, yeah, now it's a big deal. Blanton's, you got to get on the waiting list and all. She said, I saw Blanton's at a local store. I can't remember which store. She said it was $89. I said, oh, no. I said, we don't pay $89 for Blanton's. I think Mathern's,
some places you will.
Yeah, but I think Mathern's still selling it for $60.
If you can get it.
You just get on the list. All you got to do is get on the list. If you keep buying it, In other words, if you keep buying every time they call you, they're going to keep you on the list. You can get your Weller, Blanton's, you can get your Old Fitzgerald, you can get your, well, not Pappy, because when's the last time anybody saw Pappy Van Winkle? They must make one barrel a decade now. But, you can get all your little specialties, as long as you just make sure you go and buy it. Now, if they call you and you don't show up, of course they're going to take you off the list. Makes sense. All right. JV's Hangouts.
McRib was gone, Johnny boy.
So is Johnny boy.
Yeah, but it's coming back,
It always does.
And if you go to Germany, you can get a McRib with a lager beer. All right. Now, I'm talking about if you pay too much or don't pay too much for Blanton's. Anyway, my bottle's gone, Thank you, Sonya. That was a great gift. Okay. I think I like it a lot. Now, if somebody drank this North Coast Old Rasputin and talk about how bitter it is, I don't buy that. I'm not buying that. This is not bitter. It's got a lot of char. Well, it has a relatively high amount of char. It's sort of like in the bitter world. Yes, char. Burnt things are bitter in some respects. But to say it's bitter, 75 IBUs, it is 75 technically. No, I really don't consider this a bitter product. I love it. I love it. I wish North Coast would make a rebound around here. I can't get any North Coast beers in my town anymore. 10 years ago, I could get one after the other. All right, but I'm still going to score this. It's not too strong. It's not too sweet. It's not too bitter. It's not too elaborate, but it's just right. It's kind of like Goldilocks and the Bears. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. It was just right. So we'll go with 95 out of 100. I think that's fair. Most excellent. I would drink it again. Probably be a year before I drink it again, but I think I'll go along. As Jean-Pierre's doing the whole hog from Stevens Point. Y'all know we got Stevens Point in 2012. A lot of their craft beers showed up in Louisiana, and they disappeared as fast as they showed up. Nobody bought them except me, I guess.
And they're still available in the Mobile area. I've only seen a scattering of it here in the Atlanta area, so I don't know. So glad I was able to get it. I'm going to give it the same score I gave it on the review when I did it. This is a 9.1, 91 out of 100. This is just a really good, enjoyable Imperial Porter. Great flavor, the dark chocolate. There's a little bit of milk chocolate in there. The hazelnut, but the hazelnut is not overpowering the porter. And nice rich roasted malts in this. It is a really fantastic product. And 91 out of 100. I think that's a pretty fair score to give this. So I'm glad I had this and glad I tried this. I'll probably look for it if it is locally. If I do go back to Mobile, make another trip again, I'm definitely going to get this just to have for personal enjoyment come the fall or winter. But the price was kind of like mine. It was like $2.99 for the bottle, because Rouse has been going up on prices on there. Because before when I would go to Rouse's, every day had different prices. If you had a single of this, it was $179. Single of that, $199. Single of this, $159. Now everything is $249, $229, $249, $299.
Well, like people say, you get what you pay for, and you get what you vote for. So but
this has been going back even 2020. So when I was there, when they changed some, Rouse's decided to change some things, and they started putting prices on their beer, slap right on there, and boom, go from there. But I like the old Rouse's when I can just do whatever. So.
All right. Well,
the old Rouse is going. All right. Hello. Okay.
On the Wild Leap, the Partners in Crema, I want to give it a 94 out of 100. I like it. It's good. I think probably the flavors are just a little bit muted, and it may be due to age. I'm not sure, but the flavors are still all there. It's just not super bold. I mean, it's for lack of a better word, very easy drinking. You could drink a lot of these, and you probably would regret it, but they drink very easy. And it has a very good flavor set. So, like I said, the chocolate hangs around and it stays around. And if you like chocolate, you're going to like this. And there's no doubt about it. 94 is a good score. It's if it had more of a bold flavors, even if the coconut was a little bit more higher elevation, I could see elevating it to a 96, 97 pretty easy. But it's just not quite there for me on that aspect. So other than that, it's a good product. Would I drink it? I can't tell you how much it costs. John sent them to me. But anywhere south of $3 a can, it'd be worth it for me. I wouldn't buy repurchasing this product at all. So anyway, that's my 2 cents.
So 94, okay.
Yep.
Everybody's talking. Everybody's doing all their little chit chat.
Yeah.
Including me. All right. Everybody's saying hello. Hello to you. Hello to you.
Yeah.
Hello to you. I'm going to unfriend you. Okay. All right. Now, so
I seen JV Friday night, so he can't say nothing. I was on his hangout.
Can't say nothing. Although I was laying in bed, knocked out. All right. Let's see. 94 out of 100. The White Sox better look like winning today. And I don't know how to get Peacock television. What is Peacock? Is that a channel or is that some kind of streaming service? All right. Now,
stream.
You have me on that one too. I'd have to ask my wife.
I'm not paying for more. All right. Well, now we go to the best. No, not the best part, but just another part of this, which is promos and announcements.
Yes, JV, I did survive Friday night.
Water.
I like their hangouts because they're very short. They're usually no longer than 6 hours.
Yeah. I might have been drinking beer and whiskey both on that one. I wasn't feeling much pain toward the end. I have to admit.
Oh, boy.
Oh, well.
Jeremy Vincent and JV have a big rivalry. You know, they have like sort of they don't get along too well. Jeremy Vincent says that JV's hangouts is a bad example, destructive, and something that should be avoided. But JV's hangout says Jeremy Vincent is jealous or hate, and they want me to moderate it. I'm not gonna, I'm not really gonna get in between all that. Yeah, I know it's an NBC logo. Yes, pumpkin beers are going to take over the whole world.
Yucky. No, I hate them.
I love them.
I do not like pumpkin beers. Sorry.
We did a pumpkin beer review yesterday, and my friend David was like, "It's not really that good, but I hate all pumpkin beers." I'm like, "Great, why we
have?"
It's like,
hey.
He didn't say hate. He said I dislike pumpkin beers. I'm like, why do we even make the video? I'm trying to figure out why is this video being made. All right. Anyway,
you tell David he has a kindred spirit in me. I don't like him either too much.
I'm not going to encourage it. He was having a good time yesterday. I looked at him and I said,
"Did y'all, Jay?
What?
Did y'all do the Colt 45 HG?"
All right, that video was recorded over a week ago, and it's going to be posted soon.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear Dave's opinions on that.
It was interesting. All right, now, but mostly it went well yesterday. Now here, I sometimes I really want to shoot for quality, right? Y'all know me, and since I'm going to shoot for quality, on Monday I might do it today as a preemptive. But we got another taste challenge coming up, and sometimes you just got to live a little, and you got to do Kessler versus Royale Club.
La 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 la. Oh, I don't know what you think is good there, but
and I know Kessler is good because it says on the bottle. It says that
hey, that's just advertising lies.
It says they don't put any of their whiskey out without his face on there.
That's all right. I've had Kessler, so I can honestly say that's advertising lies.
And when Prohibition started, he left the United States and went back to Hungary, and that's where he lived until he died. All right, but
I'd be embarrassed too to put my face on that. I would have left too.
Do you think Beam Suntory would lie to us? All right. So that's coming up, and then now the Royale Club. I cannot find a date of introduction. Cannot find out when this product was introduced. I mean, I tried, y'all. I mean, I was looking. I know it's no age.
I don't know anything about that one.
Yeah, there's no age statement, and it's from Sazerac, even though they try to obscure their name, but they have it up here in micro compressed print, Sazerac. But it must be good because they're saying that Royale Club is an entity derived by blending several superbly refined straight whiskeys and grain neutral spirits, each having a special quality of its own, together to achieve a harmonious marriage of these qualities. Thus was created a perfect whiskey. Now, imagine that. I bought a bottle of this for $6.99, and they are telling me it is a perfect whiskey, which possesses sparkling clarity, mild taste, and then a whole lot of dots, dot, 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 and more.
It might be for $6.99. For that price range, it may be one of the best you can get. I don't know. Never had it.
Thank you, Sazerac, for a perfect whiskey. That means it's flawless. It has no flaws. Haven't seen it on the San Francisco World Spirits Competition awards list or anything like that for some reason. But anyway, must have been an oversight. Anyway, that's it. And then Wednesday we got Foster's lager, not ale, lager. And then next Friday, this coming Friday is Fandango Friday. Any liquor or liqueur. So that's it for me. Anything for Jean?
Yes, I do. How to get my stuff. Jay, thank you for hosting. Stout Sunday. Good to see you too, Robert, as well. A lot of fun. Like I said, I've uploaded 2 reviews. The Old Majestic Reflections IPA, which I had thought I didn't do the review of that beer, but then when I had to look back, which I should have had my phone with me, was at the store and looked through it, and boom, there it was. The other day when I started saying, "Oh darn, I did do a review of this," but I did a rehash of it anyway. Of that IPA, which they're saying it's a pale ale. That brewery is based in Mobile, Old Majestic Brewing Company. Did that, and of course I got the hazelnut, the one I brought to today for Stout Sunday. That's also uploaded right now on my channel. This beer I will be reviewing coming up probably today and uploaded in the morning. Formerly Dixie Brewing Company, the Fauber Brewing Lager. But I will say, mention Dixie on there. I just think, won't get into all the politics and all that stuff, but
Fauber, yeah, please don't.
Won't get into it. It's a happy Sunday.
Yeah, don't ever show that on my channel again. All right, thank you.
So I got that. And I got a couple other beers. Like you said, Jay, I got the Foster's Australian for Beer Mate coming in for this Wednesday on your channel, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific for that one. And knowing me, question mark for what you call it, for Fandango Friday, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. I guess the following Wednesday you're doing MB Ice, right? Am I correct?
Yes, Milwaukee's Best Ice.
Yes.
Is this Wednesday?
This
No.
Wednesday is This Wednesday is Foster's Lager.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. So
If
Foster's
I'm around.
Yeah, I got the Foster's, and then the following week I already got my MB Ice, which I haven't drank it. I can get it before that. That's the following Wednesday. The last Wednesday is
Milwaukee's Best Ice, which is an ice brewed ale. In ale, it doesn't matter, but it's all right. So Foster's Lager, Blue Label, and the Milwaukee's Best Ice, and it's been on the market for 28 years. Hard to believe. And then on September 1st is going to be Joker's Wild Wednesday. And September 14th is Natural Ice. Not September 1st. I apologize. September 7th. Sorry about that. September 7th is Joker's Wild Wednesday. And the 14th is Natural Ice.
So Fandango Friday, I'll join you on question mark, but more likely probably will join you. And then next Sunday, John's hosting. If not, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific for Stout Sunday. So,
and a quick note, two more quick notes. So we got Joker's Wild Wednesday, September 7th, Natural Ice. Go and start looking for it. I hope you can find it. And then September 21st is Miller Genuine Draft. Miller Genuine Draft. Now that isn't a joke. That is no joke. Some people can't find the doggone stuff anymore.
I can get it here.
I can get Miller Genuine Draft all day long.
Yeah,
but I have to buy. But unfortunately, I have to buy a 12-pack just to. Which I probably can give the rest to my brother. So.
Same here. And I'll give the other 11 bottles to myself. And then September 28th is the last Wednesday of September is Oktoberfest beers. Any Oktoberfest beers. Well, I think that'll be a great hangout. Oktoberfest beers. Okay. Now, any last comments?
It was fun. The weather's
my latest. Oh, wait a minute. You're still on.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, Robert. Go ahead. Robert, you got any promos? Anything?
No, you're on, John. Go ahead, John.
No, I was going to say it was a fun Stout Sunday. Enjoy being with you guys. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. That's always
Robert. I'm sorry, Robert. You got to do yours. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All I can tell you is I haven't bought a lot lately, but I did buy this. It's called Zing 72 Botanical Gin. You make something called a Mojino with it, and it came in it was like $24 or $26. It came in a little case. Well, I kind of thought this would be copper too because this was copper. Well,
right.
copper coated.
Yeah.
Copper plated, but it's not. It's glass all the way. But it's a product of France, 100% neutral grain spirit, Zing 72 Botanical Gin. When you make what's called a Mojino, it was listed as the cocktail on the box. It come in a ornate little box. Actually, it's very good. I liked it. So I like summertime. I'm a kind of gin and tonic on very hot days. Ice cold gin and tonics are hard to beat. I mean, you can sit there on the patio and you can actually drink one and enjoy it. Warm whiskey, even a light whiskey, when it gets over 95, 96 degrees, it's a chore to try to enjoy that. It's just not. You can put ice in it. It helps, but there's just something innately wrong in my book about putting ice in whiskey. I can add a little water, but I just can't do it. I don't know why.
Can't do the ice. You feel like you're betraying everything that you stand for.
No. No, it kills the flavors. When you start icing whiskey down, it suppresses some of the flavors in it. And that's why I think more than anything, I don't care for icing my whiskey because I like to taste all the flavors. Versus botanical style gins, you're always going to get that juniper and whatever else they throw in there. And everybody has their own little recipe of botanicals they put in there. Almost always, though, I've never seen one that didn't contain juniper. Juniper is just associated with gin, just like.
Yeah, but isn't that the law? Isn't that part of the regulations? It has to contain.
No, I don't know. Every country's different. Gin's just not even though it started in the UK, it's just not a UK product. I've had German gins, I've had French gins, Italian. There's even an Italian gin company that I've had gin from. Now you've got 3 different distinct styles of gin from England. You've got bathtub gin, you've got London dry gin, then you just kind of got your standard everyday gin, whatever you want to call it. Those are your 3 different kinds of gin. And I don't know. Everyone's a little different. They all have their own flavors. I think if I was to recommend a gin to start having gin and tonics with, it would probably be Old Tom gin. Old Tom is not very expensive, and it's a very good gin, and it's very good to mix with tonic water and have your gin and tonics with it. So, but everybody's different. That's what I like. But anyway, I just thought I'd show it because I think it's such a pretty bottle, and I'm a sucker for packaging. I have to be the first to admit that. So,
I like that. I like.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, Seagram's kind of the standard. Even when I was a kid, we drank a lot of Seagrams. You get the old dark bottle, the 100 proof ones. I can't think of what it was called now, but it came in a dark bottle. I don't know if you even can get that much anymore, but it was higher proof. It was really good. But each one of them has their own. I've never had the pineapple twisted. I've had the lime, but I've had the extra dry, of course. Everybody's had that one. That's kind of the standard, but I've never had that. But the lime flavored I've had from them. Distiller's Reserve. That's it. Yep. That's actually pretty good stuff.
Yeah, this one's kind of rare. A lot of places don't sell it, but like you said, it's a higher proof. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I might have a bottle left downstairs. I bought several bottles once when I ran across it. And it's not expensive, $22. So
yeah,
that's not expensive in my market. Your market's much different down there.
Yeah, it's about 16 here, but
yeah,
it's a big step up from the London extra dry.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
All right, so now we got some cheeky comments. We have some good comments, and we have some.
It ain't happening, JB.
Let's see. Let's do the comments, and we'll go on and close this out. Yeah.
Yeah. Waiting for Axel to sing. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, whoa. A beaker. Oh yeah, that's kind of a cool. Yeah, a copper cover.
Yeah, it looks like not a graduated cylinder, Erlenmeyer flask. No.
Is that the song "Knock Knock on Heaven's Door"? That about the one that Axel had done. Guns N' Roses.
Not Erlenmeyer flask.
Yeah. The remake.
Knock 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 on heaven's door. Yeah. Axel.
Some of these big time drinkers are doing that, but I don't know if they're knocking on heaven's door. Maybe.
Yeah, anyway, I'm never going to drink Royal Club, JV. JV, you can take that and file that with your dreams because that's where it's going to be forever.
I was going to watch it. You know what's really weird? When I did my video of Royal Club, I had the first video review for that product, in the world. Shows you how popular
probably
it
the
is.
last.
Okay. Oh, y'all get into some big time conflicts. Next thing y'all be arguing over soft sell and the go-go's. All right. Now
You mean the Bengals, right? The Go-Go's versus the Bengals.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah,
You're stretching there.
Just another manic Monday.
yeah, I'll take the go-go's. I'll choose the go-go's. Okay. Would you say actually no one else has reviewed that? I'm actually shocked. Well, yeah, but you have to be able to find it first. I've seen it twice in my whole life. It's not like every liquor store's got Royale Club. It's like basically nobody has it. All right, anyway, but whatever the case, Sazerac and their mysterious ways. Heaven Hill's another company that's close to that as far as their strangeness. We would love for Anheuser-Busch to let the rest of the world try Budweiser Supreme, which they keep talking about, but they make sure almost nobody can get, right, Jean and Whisky Scout?
I have not been able to find that. I know it's out there, but I haven't been able to see it.
Like I said, I haven't been looking for. I've been very specific on what I've been looking for in beers, and that's I go to the stout sections up in Kansas City when I go up there with my daughter, and that's it. I just don't look at a lot of other stuff. So.
Yeah, well, it seemed like most people cannot get the Budweiser Supreme, but they keep touting it. They're just talking about it constantly on their website. And it's like, how about you let people get it? All right. Anyway, so I might be back live later today, depending on how I feel, to do these two luxurious whiskeys as they let us know on the bottle, and then that's it. I got nothing else to say. Anybody else got anything else to say?
Nothing. Just three more weeks until football season. That's all. I'm ready.
Well, Saturday is college football. What are you talking about?
Yeah, week 0. That's right. Week 0 coming up.
Yeah, they got Northwestern and Northwestern Wildcats and Nebraska Cornhuskers Saturday at 12 Eastern.
Oh, the Corn Shuckers gonna get their ass whooped again.
Yeah. So, and then
that
following Thursday night,
Corn Shuckers are worthless.
Leading into that Thursday, you got the Backyard Brawl's been renewed, Pittsburgh and West Virginia, and then you got Penn State, Purdue. I don't have cable. I just got streaming, and I got antenna. That's it. That's all I need.
I might be able to get streaming, but I don't know if I want to pay for it. I don't really want to pay for it, All right. I pay enough for cable, doggone it. All right. Well, internet, All right. Well, thanks, everybody.
Fun Stout Sunday. World.